Go, I did it.
Hello, today I'm going to teach how to factor quadratic equations. There are two main ways to factor these equations. One is the x method and another is using the quadratic formula. Last episode I showed how to use the x method, so today I'll be solving with the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula reads out x is equal to negative b plus or minus root over b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This formula may seem complicated and daunting at first, so let's break it down. This formula can be used when using the standard quadratic equation, which is in this form, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. All we need to do is plug in each coefficient from our equation into this formula to solve. I'll be using the same equation from last episode to show how this can be solved with two different ways. Our problem reads out x squared plus 10x plus 24 is equal to 0. Let's start by assigning each variable to each coefficient as shown in the standard quadratic equation. A goes first, as you can see, there's no coefficient in the x squared, so we just write this as a 1. So our A is equal to 1. Next, we have B. B would be our 10. And then finally, our C will be 24. Now we can plug these numbers into the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula can be read as x is equal to negative b, so negative 10 plus or minus root all over b squared, so 10 squared, minus 4 times a, which would be our 1, times c, which is our 24, all over 2 times 1. And now we can just solve. So we do minus 10 plus or minus root over 100 minus 4 times 24. All right, all over 2. And we can write negative 10 plus or minus root over 100 minus 4 times 24 is equal to minus 96 and all over 2, and we get minus 10 plus or minus root over 4 all over 2, and we can simplify this to negative 10 plus or minus 2 over 2. We can now split this equation into 2 because we have a plus or minus sign. This means that there's going to be two answers within this equation. So we can get either minus 10 plus 2 over 2, or we can get minus 10 minus 2 over 2. And now we can start solving. X is equal to minus 10 plus 2 is equal to minus 8 over 2, or we can do minus 10 minus 2, which is equal to minus 12 over 2. And we can get x is equal to negative 4, or we can get minus 6. And these are the same two answers that we got when we solved using the x method. I would like to add that I would not recommend using this method to solve these type of small equations because these are time-taking and can be solved way more quickly with the x methods as I showed in last episode. For problems that have larger coefficients, it is more wise to use this way.
Okay.